Greetings and welcome back to another Fabulous channel. I'm James here. Normally we be jumping into a let's build where we're building together, but the last two parts of that let's build are getting turned into speed builds instead. The audio kind of got a little messy and I started to sing through the majority of it, which makes it kind of unusable, I'm going to be honest with you. So we're just here to talk through the build. Hopefully that's okay. Do you go on to enjoy videos like this? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Do you guys like the more build with me type of builds or these speed builds? Let me know in the comments. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into the speed build. Alright, today we are building a vampire trailer. Essentially, it's a trailer for a child vampire and their parent. I want to say it's their mom, just because they do have a relationship with Johnny. I haven't created them yet. I won't lie, I've not created any of the people, done the makeovers and stuff. Part of the reason we haven't done makeovers in the game, like I didn't do shorts this time around, is because I just didn't have time to make them. But they all have stories, so I do have a story for you. So this mom and Vlad daddy had a baby. That baby ends up being a vampire. She ends up moving to Oasis Spring, trying to run away from Vlad daddy, you know, because it's how Vlad daddy can get. And so she ran away from him, and they end up in Oasis Springs at this trailer park with Johnny's ass, who she ends up having a somewhat crush on. And now we are here, you know, living her life, living their life, trying to survive. Her daughter lives in an underground basement area, which I find kind of funny. This trailer uses a lot of vampire stuff and a lot of base game and for rent things. So there's the packs that you need to be able to play this family in a functional manner, if you want to play them as such, which I think it's a 3-pack. The most packed trailer is the big one, because you'll see when we get to it tomorrow. I want to quickly, I think I already did address why I'm doing a voiceover and stuff, so we don't need to talk about that. I think I did in the intro. So, a part of the things I want to talk about a little bit of what I like about it and what I don't like about this build, because there's a few things I don't like that I wish I would have done better. I think it's always important to talk about your good things and also your bad things. That way, as us as viewers and stuff, like if you're taking inspiration from this build or anything, you can be like, oh, okay, well, you know, maybe this would have been done better or something. I don't know. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. We're going through greenery. The idea with the greenery one, I wanted to plus it a little bit, so that was like a goal. But part of the idea with the greenery is that the vampire is kind of like killing the earth. And so there's dead trees and things like that have happened. And you can say they happened in like weird scenarios, or just because the earth is dying because there's a vampire underneath it. Whatever storyline you decide to go with, that's kind of like the fun little thing. These little boxes you're seeing me built are for the electrical and water pump units. Every trailer has to have one. Some of them are in a weird place. I just want to put that out there, especially the long trailer. I think I maybe have figured out how to put it in there. I can't remember, to be honest with you. And then we had to make these like little extra spaces for them. Essentially, that's just for your landlord to come in and make sure everything's running fine in your apartment so it can be functional. That's really all it is. It's nothing super major. Johnny also has one in that corner that I couldn't figure out what to do with, so that's where his banana one went. That being said, let's talk a little bit more about the build. So the build itself is a 2-bedroom build, or a 1-bedroom, technically 2, because the mom shares a bedroom with the kid, because in my brain, because the kid is a vampire, they don't want people knowing the kid's a vampire, so there's like the secret passageway, which we're going to talk about, or which we're going to show us building right now. With the bookcases and stuff, I chose the less modern version of that bookcase, which I think are done so well. Like, the way that visually it's just done, I think it's so well translated for an item that a lot of people don't really use inside their builds. It's such a cool item. And I think you have to get it through, I think one of them comes through the secret, like the spy career, and then the other one comes through the author career. Maybe they both come through the author career. I'm not really sure. But they are such cool objects in the game that I wish I got to utilize more. And so I was really excited to utilize it in this particular build. This is also the point in time where I figured out the color swatches for this build are red and black. That is what the official swatches are. Not every room kind of goes. We don't have a direct theme, except vampires is really just the theme I have for you. So you're going to see that as well as we progress. I really enjoyed that bookshelf, and so I kept that bookshelf around. I couldn't really figure out where to put a desk. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if there is a desk. Oh, I did put a desk in that corner. I don't like it in that corner. Oh my gosh, yeah, because the mom is supposed to be like a reporter. I forgot about that being an element to her story. That is an element to her story. Part of the reason why she got involved with Vlad was because she was like, you know, doing her research into vampires, trying to do a report on them. That's interesting. I forgot about that. That's a cool element. Maybe you could play with it as well. Now that I remember. Also, I think there's still spiders that come out on the cobwebs if you leave them alone long enough. Those cobwebs are from vampires. I want to say they're spiders that come out, but they could have been patched out. It's very possible, especially in today with The Sims and stuff. Like, I mean, it's super possible. I'm trying to think of other things. The parents, the mom and her daughter, share a room because she obviously has a different room in the downstairs below, and so you're gonna see that they do share a room with a few extra things. I don't mind the TV space. I don't love it. I don't really love so much the decoration of the build. My big thing, like if I'm giving advice to people out there who are building on a constant, and if you are building on a constant, then you do kind of know what your limitation is when coming to decorating. I find if I'm building an outside of a house, I can do that for hours without any issues, with feeling drained and like without creativity. But if I'm building on the inside, I do really lack that creativity. And I will not lie to you, I feel like this is one of those builds that could have been so much cooler if I would have taken a little bit of break in between building through them. I had put so much of my heart and soul into the banana build that is Johnny's S trailer that like a lot of that soul didn't come back over, and I do think that it's a missed opportunity for this build, and I wish I would have done something different in that regard. Obviously, part of the reason you guys are not going to hear me talk through it and build with you is because I do sing. If you're familiar, if you do follow me over on Twitch, and you're there for any time I've ever built on Twitch, you will know probably by hour 2 or 3, maybe 2.5, I start singing. And that's normally in any type of thing situation, unless I'm playing like a scary game, or like I guess a game in general. I don't normally start singing if I play a game. But if I'm not playing a game and we're just playing Sims for that long, I do start singing. It's just a common thread. And so the next build, I sing almost the entire time. When I was looking over the footage, I was like, is Jacob ever not singing? And the answer to that question was no. I was always singing. Like always, 110% singing. But that being said, we are coming close to the end. I think we have like 1 or 2 more rooms to go through. And then we are here with the tour. So I'm going to go ahead and jump you guys over into the tour. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below. But let's go ahead and see what Jacob as a tour person. With that being said, let's do a quick tour of the vampires. So obviously you know something weird's going on because it's dark and spooky and dying plants life. And you come in and this isn't painted. I'm just grabbing cracks. I'm just grabbing cracks. And you come in and you see a small kitchen. You're like, is it functional? No one knows. Then you come over here and you see a bookcase that's bigger than life, and a TV smaller than life, and a desk, and you're like, this is a weird combo. Then a bedroom that does feel out of place because it's very not the vibe. A heater room with a very dirty door. Then a bathroom with a secret. Most people think it's the rug because it stands out because it's such a pop color of red. But no, it's actually this bookcase that's actually a door. What? A door that leads down into a staircase into a room that I don't want to talk about because it's horribly decorated and leave me alone about it. And yep, that's the house. Okay, thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I lost my mind while doing this build. I had so much intent and it failed so miserably. Like, I don't really have anything else to tell you. I feel like I much prefer the banana build over this one. Let me know, which one are you guys liking the most so far? Is the vampire build speaking to you? Or was it the bananas that truly did the number? I'd love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all next time for another beautiful video. And goodbye.